So it's finally time for me to get back to working on finishing the interior of our addition on our house, which starts with hanging the sheetrock. Hey everybody, this is Bill with Live Simple, Live Free. Yeah, the addition on our house here in Virginia. It's been about a year since I've done any work on this. And that's because last summer I pulled off of this job to do the renovation with Barry of the flip house that we renovated and sold. And then over the winter, Elizabeth and I spent most of the winter in Florida. So now I'm back here. I'm able to get back to this again. Now I know there are an awful lot of you who have subscribed since then, while we were doing the flip house or while we were in Florida. So you maybe don't know. Blah, blah. Oh yeah, let me try that again. So maybe you don't know what's happening with this addition. So let me give you a short little tour of where I'm at so far. So not only is this an addition, which is out there, it was also a complete kitchen renovation. Originally that door, which was the exterior door, was behind there, and I moved it over. The refrigerator was over here next to the washer, and as you can see, we just don't have much room in here. So the idea was to build a utility room. I moved the refrigerator over, going to take the washer and put it around the corner. That'll open up all of this. Give us a lot more room for this table, which right now is hard for anybody to sit around. And then here in the kitchen, this house was built in 1950, and the original kitchen was still here, a 1950 kitchen. It was horrible. The cabinets were so narrow you couldn't fit any plates in it. There were no drawers anywhere. So I completely ripped that out and installed these new kitchen cabinets. And this is still a work in progress, but we replaced all the cabinets, put in a gas stove instead of an electric one. I built this pantry right here, custom designed it for all of our Thrive Life cans. As you can see, this is our daily use pantry for our Thrive Life freeze-dried food, and we absolutely love this pantry. And then out here for the addition, like I said, the washer and dryer will be right around the corner right here. There's the new back door. That will be shelves for a few kitchen things like canning pots and that sort of thing, and also for just storage of canned goods when we can things from the garden, that sort of thing. And then this house only has one bathroom. So right over here, the door right there, will be a half bath. Just a toilet in there. No sink even, because we're going to have a sink right here. So you'll be able to just come out of the bathroom right to the sink. And then this right here will be a closet, which I haven't framed in yet. A coat closet. So this thing is only about 100 square feet, but it's going to add so much usability to the house. Clear out a lot of that kitchen area, give us a second bathroom, and give us more storage space for canned goods and dried goods and canners, pressure canners and things like that. So the next step is for me is to hang the sheetrock. Now I got the sheetrock quite a while ago, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. So it's been stacked in here in the hallway for forever, which makes a real narrow hallway. So I'm very excited just to get this out of the hallway so we can have free access to the hallway again. Now you can just take the sheetrock and manhandle it and lift it manually up into the ceiling and screw it up in place. But if you do that, I'm telling you, it's a real bear. It takes at least 2 people, if not 3, to get each board up. That's the way we did it when I first started in carpentry 40 years ago. However, hallelujah, enter the sheetrock lift. This thing is amazing. You can get them designed for a 10-foot ceiling or a 15-foot ceiling for tall ceilings. This is the 10-foot model. This makes it absolutely possible for me to do this all by myself. Let me show you how it works. This is really cool. I rented this from a local rental place for about $20 a day. Oh, I almost forgot. Before I do this, I need to mark on the wall where these ceiling joists are. So after I lift the sheetrock up into place, I know where to screw it up. Because I don't want to screw it up. All right. That's what the sheetrock sits on when I lift it up in place. And normally I just take the sheetrock, put it up here, and it sits on this. Once it's there, I just turn this up and then lift it. However, this ceiling is a little bit low because I had to match the roof of the existing house. And this is all the way down, and when I measure this from here up, it's only 47 inches, so that 48 inch, that 4-foot wide piece of sheetrock isn't going to fit there, which is really unfortunate. So I can tilt it a little bit more, tighten this up. Now it'll fit. It'll just be a little bit harder to lift it up into there, but it'll still work. Wow, that was a little tougher than I thought. Ceiling's too low for me to just put it right on, so I have to tilt it back so it'll fit.
Oh, because this isn't a full 8-foot ceiling.
Right. So that was a little harder than it should have been to get that up there. And I still have to manhandle the piece up there. But it's considerably easier than lifting it all the way to the ceiling, because now I can just take this down. And then just lift it right up.
Okay. Like you said, just, the car is going to be paying over about 11, but I knew if there's anything I can do. Wow, that certainly is easier.
Yeah. Oh, there's a light behind there I forgot about.
Yeah.
There it is.
Go.
Now I just get it into place where it needs to be, and then crank it the rest of the way up. And it just holds it in place nice and tight, and I can just go and screw it in. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's very cool.
Another thing is that the insulation is stapled to the joist, but it tends to sag like this. When you lift it up, the insulation is in the way and keeps the sheetrock from going up tight. But because of this thing, I can just crank it down.
It's much more powerful.
Yeah, it's got leverage there to push it up, and now it's right against the joist, so I can actually screw it without trying to lift this thing up hold it up while I'm screwing it and all that.
Well, that's a great deal. That's
Yep.
easier than having several people to do it.
Yep. Say hi to the camera.
Oh, hi.
What, you thought I was talking to myself all this time?
Oh, I didn't. I was busy at the rest of the house. Hi. I'm excited. Okay.
Got her. That was a little easier because it's shorter. It wasn't as heavy. I have to cut it shorter because I have to make sure it lands on one of the joists. The end lands on the joist. So I think I did pretty good cutting that hole for the light, huh? Look at that. Perfect fit. Reinstall the light here. This is just a temporary light. This has actually been the temporary light for a couple of years now, but this will not be the final fixture, and I still have to, of course, spackle all of this, so I won't be screwing that up. I just let it hang like that, and that works fine. There we go. I could have cut this ceiling all in one piece, it would have fit up there. The problem is with the studs here and the door over there, if I cut it the full size, I wouldn't be able to get it in here and lift it up because the studs are in the way. So I have to do it in two pieces. Even these smaller ones were a little hard to get in here. So I'm now all finished hanging the ceiling. Yay! The hardest part. So the next part is to start on the walls, and usually I can use the lift for the walls too, but unfortunately this one's not going to work. So the 4x8 sheets on the wall run this way rather than up and down, and so normally I'll just take the piece of sheetrock, put it here, and this turns down. I could just slide it right up to here, lift it up, screw it in place. The problem is, like I mentioned earlier, the ceiling is too short. All I did was match the ceiling height to the ceiling in there, and it's 7 feet 4 inches. I don't know why it's so low. 1950s, that's how they built it. If it was 7 feet 6 inches, I could do it. But since it's only 7 feet 4, if I try to put a 4x8 sheet in here, that's 48 inches. I only have 47 inches from here to the ceiling. So the lift is not going to work. Very frustrating. So I'm going to take this back to the rental shop now so I don't have to pay another day for it. So I'm going to have to do another option here, how to hang the sheetrock on the walls by myself. But I think that'll be in the next video. So if you'd like to see how I hang the sheetrock on the walls all by myself, look for my next video coming soon, and I'll show you how to do that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Live simple, live free, you be blessed. Now, if you're new to the channel in the past year and you haven't seen anything else about this edition, we have a playlist of all of the other videos, and you can watch those. I'll put a link here and also in the description below.